Welcome back, once again adventurers. So let's play Steins Gate 0. In the last episode, Rintaro and Moeka returned to the guest room that Maho and Moeka were using for their workspace, and needless to say, he was in awe of the state that it's currently in. However, it seems that, Maho and Moeka are set to do their long-awaited interview. Moeka closed the laptop and moved it to the side, then started to go through her bag.
取材って具体的に何をするんだ？
インタビューよ。
インタビュー。
Of course, it's been a while, but Rintaro has forgotten that Moeka was at the seminar.
昨日ホテルで取材を受ける予定だったの。
And then it got ransacked. I'm working on a special article for a business magazine at Art Rewrite. The special is on the front lines of artificial intelligence research. I'm supposed to write about Dr. Hiajo, what she's done and what she's working on now. I could find all that from the net, but that doesn't make a good article, you know? So I thought maybe I could start with a long interview with Dr. Hiajo.
意外と仕事熱心なんだな。
You should know by now that Moeka Kiryu is always serious about her job. Of course, we don't need to bring up the fact that we know that she's around her.
好きだから。
Well, given the fact that she types exponentially via email, that's not really surprising. In the overworld line, Moeka's job was just to cover to hide her workers around her. And even then, she'd been fired for incompetence, as I recalled. But in this world line, she seemed to be a hard worker. Was she actually working as a rounder? Best not to press that
こんなにお世話をかけている
too
か
far.
ら、せめて桐生さんの仕事に協力できればなって。人工知能研究について多くの人に知ってもらえれば、私にとってもプラスになるし。
Should probably, keep this information to ourselves regarding Moeka.
桐生さん、準備できたかしら？
Something tells me that Moeka isn't really going to be asking questions personally, but sending them to Maho's phone via Rhyme. Moeka nodded, and the interview began, and that's probably our cue to leave. Or... it didn't actually. Probably because we're still here.
弱ったわね。桐生さんは口下手だとは思っていたけど、ここまでとは。
Well, as I just mentioned, this is one of the few times in which Moeka's constant typing will actually pull through for her. Maybe you could give the questions via text, and then write down the answers. You could do that, you know. They would allow that.
ごめんなさい。
Even I could tell that Moeka was doing a horrible job. It wasn't even an interview. Instead of asking questions, Moeka just sat there with a memo pad and ball pen in her hands, completely unmoving. She looked like she was about to cry. There's no problem in using your phone in this situation, Moeka. Just this once. We'll let it slide. Ma and I tried our best to help move things along, but it didn't work. Just do it electronically.
どうしましょうか。また後日にする？
You know the purple phone that you're always carrying around? I believe this would be the perfect time to use it.
締め切りが
And you have a deadline, of course you
ス
do.
ケジュールギリギリなの。そう。それなら今日中に済ませてしまうべきね。
By the way, I have a great idea. Let's use Moeka's phone to conduct the interview.
とは
Might
いえ
help
今すぐ桐生さんの口下手がどうにかなるってことはないわよね。
Yeah, heaven knows we certainly tried that on the Alpha World line. And that completely failed.
ごめんなさい。
Moeka apologized in a soft, thin voice. She still looked like she could cry in frustration at any moment.
ああ違うの。
She's trying to do her best to overcome her problems, but it seems like Maho is upset about something.
誤解しないで。桐生さんを責めているわけじゃないわ。
It's not that, Maho. It's the fact that for as long as she can remember, Moeka Kiryu has always been like this.
今のは準備なのよ。問題を解決するために検討すべき条件を列挙しているだけ。
You should probably communicate via text. And that way, you might actually get something done.
問題？
Problem doesn't even begin to describe it.
インタビューを完遂したい。これが問題。条件としては、桐生さんが取材できないのであれば、別のインタビュアーが必要。
May I suggest you actually send the questions via text and have her respond in person?
それも、できれば情報工学にそれなりの知識がある人。かつ、今すぐに手伝ってくれる人。
Then again, I suppose Moeka doesn't necessarily have the right questions to ask anyway. By the way, Maho, this certain someone that you're speaking about doesn't happen to have the name of Rintaro Okabe, does he? He probably does.
あ、
The two of them looked at me at the same time. Yeah, I can see. I totally called it.
俺のことか？
難易度の低い問題だったわね。
Getting Rintaro to do Moeka's job for her is not a solution to the problem, Maho.
岡部さん、ちょっとお願いできない？
Whether we can do it is not the issue here.
いや、そんな突然言われても。
岡部さんは条件にぴったりよ。専門も多少近いし、勘どころを抑えた質問をしてくれるんじゃないかしら。
There's no reason that Maho can't ask those questions via text.
何せレスキネン教授に一目惚れされるような潜在的才覚をお持ちのようですから。
買いかぶらないでくれ。どこにでもいる典型的な日本の大学生だよ。
冗談よ。でも適任だと思ってるのは本当。
problem is we're not the ones who are supposed to be writing this article. Moeka is.
いやしかし
Ask for me too. Ask for what? I can pay a little. What? Why does Daru have a Moeka Kiryu emoji on Rhine? Why? How? I have so many questions about this. He didn't even know Moeka Kiryu until recently. Why is there a Moeka emoji on Rhine? That makes no sense. I think my brain just committed ritual suicide there. An interview, huh? If that would give me an opportunity to observe how they lived and also get me some pay, it wasn't a bad idea. I've been spending enough time at the lab over the holidays that had been cutting into my work hours. And lately I'd started to dream about going to Victor Condré University too. The chance to talk to Maho Hiajo, a very talented AI engineer, was invaluable. A lot of people probably would have paid money for it.
わかったわ
I hope you appreciate we're going out on a limb for you here, Moeka
俺も
Kiryu.
ヒアジョさんの研究には興味があるしな俺でよければ協力させてくれ
Looks like we've been drafted yet again.
ありがとう。そう言ってくれると助かるわ。ありがとう。それじゃあ早速始めましょう。桐生さん、記録はどうする？
That small smile on Moeka's face is one of the few times in which she'll ever smile. Ever. Enjoy it while it lasts. Well, that didn't last long.
録音する。
So apparently she has a tape recorder as well. You know, certain interviewers just send questions to their interviewees and their interviewees give the answers in person. You could do the same using your phone to give Maho the questions. But you're not going to follow my advice, are you? Oh. This could be way easier if you just did it the way you normally do it. Moeka took out a voice recorder and put it on the desk.
私のペースで進めてしまっていいのよね。
Well, to be fair, none of us are really experienced in the world of giving interviews.
いい。自由に喋ってくれて、後で編集する。
By the way, you want to make sure that the recorder is on when we give the interview. Because if it isn't, then basically, yeah, this would all have been for nothing.
俺は何を聞けばいいんだ
That is probably the most important question of all.
一応言っておくと俺だって人工知能については平均的日本人程度の知識しか持ってないぞ
No harm in speaking the truth.
そうね。私が思いつくままに喋ってもいいけど。
Well, this is certainly going well.
せっかくだからディスカッション形式にしましょうか。その方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Open forum, eh? That seems unusually familiar. I seem to recall in the Alpha World line Kurisu Makase doing something similar when Ho and Kiyoma challenged her at her lecture. The second she said those words, my mind filled with memories of the past. And there is a flashback to those events. Of course, those events took place on the Alpha World line due to the fact that Nakabachi's lecture was cancelled.
はい、いいですよ。ディスカッション形式の方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Because Kurisu wasn't really used to giving public lectures at all. But it just goes to show exactly how much Maho, Hyajo and Kurisu Makase are alike in terms of personality.
大丈夫。
But that couldn't have come at a worse time. Both Maho and Moeka were staring at me, confused.
ディスカッション形式がお気に召さないなら。
いや、そういうわけじゃない。
And Rintaro once again tried to calm his nerves.
すまない。クリスが君と同じことを言っていたのも思い出したんだ。
Yeah, funny thing that, those events that happened on the Alpha World line never happened on the Beta World line.
クリスがいつ
I think we let the cat out of the bag there. Well, eventually she's gonna figure it out at some point.
来日した時に ATF でタイムマシンの講義を。
Rintaro has just realized that those events happened on World Line Alpha, not World Line Beta. But it's too late for that. No, she didn't. That happened in another world line. In this world line, Kurisu died before she ever gave that lecture on the time machine, or ever came to the lab.
いや、勘違いかな。腰を折ってすまなかった。気にしないでくれ。
Hopefully we've edged further away from the edge of the abyss.
そう大丈夫ならいいけど。
It was definitely a close call on our part.
さて、何から始めましょうか。そうね。人工知能の研究はコンピューターの誕生とほぼ同時期からスタートしているの。
I'd imagine that people were discussing the possibility of artificial intelligences around the same time that computers were being developed.
私たちが作っている人工知能の心臓部はニューラルネットワークという技術をベースにしているのだけど、この技術が提案されたのが1950年頃。
So, the concept of artificial intelligence is older than we think.
世界初のノイマン型コンピューターとされるエニアックが発表されたのが1946年よ。ほぼ同じよね。
ENIAC and von Neumann architecture, eh? We're going to have to look in the tips to find out what those are. ENIAC. The Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. The very first computer, built in 1947 in America. It was used to calculate artillery tables, and the mathematician John von Neumann participated in its development. It used over 17,000 vacuum tubes and was over 1,000 times faster than existing electronic calculators. However, at that time vacuum tubes were very poorly made, and several would break and have to be replaced each day. ENIAC is often called the world's first general-purpose electronic computers, but others, such as the Atanasoff-Berry computer, existed before it did. Thus it is more precisely described as the first computer that became widely known. Von Neumann architecture. A type of computer architecture first proposed in 1946 by mathematician John von Neumann. Almost all modern computers use von Neumann architecture. Early computers would make no distinction between what we now call an OS, an operating system, and a program, and were composed entirely of physical wiring, greatly limiting their potential. Von Neumann's system was one where not only data, but a program itself could be loaded into hardware memory as needed from an external source and executed. Sounds pretty impressive for its time.
コンピューターは魔法のような機械だった。
That would be the correct analogy.
一度プログラムさえ組めば、どんなに複雑な計算でも自動的に解いてくれるのだから。まあ、これは今でもそうだけど。
Indeed. And technology just continues to
当時
grow.
の研究者はもっとすごいプログラムを書けばもっと多くの問題を解いてくれるだろうと考えた。コンピューターが究極的に進化すれば、まるで人間のように知性を持ち思考するコンピューターが作れるようになるだろうとね。
In other words, essentially artificial intelligence.
けれど残念ながらそうはならなかった。
Given the state of technology during that time period, that's not surprising.
人間のような包括的な機能を有する人工知能は21世紀に至る今もまだ作られていない。
Artificial technology has certainly progressed in the 21st century, but even now, a fully genuine artificial intelligence is still, is still far off.
もちろん人工知能学者が何もやってこなかったって話じゃないのよ。むしろ逆。
This is actually turning out to be a rather one-sided interview. Maho's the only one who's actually been doing
究
all the
極の人工
talking.
知能は完成に至っていないけど、研究の過程で数えきれないほどの成果を情報科学分野にもたらしたわ。
You're talking about neuroscience.
例えば画像をスキャンして文字を読み取る OCR 技術。これは人間が文字を認識するメカニズムとも共通点がある。
OCR technology stands for Optical Character Recognition, the technology that allows the computer to read and recognize letters written on paper. While humans can easily read text composed of letters, it is extremely difficult for a machine to do so. At first, it was a problem in pattern recognition, which is a field of AI research. But OCR technology has advanced to the point that it's used in many commercial services. Although the technology is still far from perfect.
近いうちにスマホに音声認識システムが搭載されるかもっていう噂があるけど。
Yeah, smartphones and iPads these days definitely do have voice recognition.
それも以前は人工知能研究の一環だったの。けれど研究が始まってから60年が経った今も人間と同じように機能する汎用的な人工知能の開発には世界中の誰も成功していない。
And even after another 60 years, I doubt that the development of artificial intelligence will go the way that anyone will predict.
アマデウスを除けばね。
With the exception being Amadeus.
どうして誰も成功していないんだ？
ごく簡単に言えば脳の原理が解明できていないからかしら。
After all, creating a virtual digital recreation of the human brain is easier said than done. Maho tapped her temple with her index finger.
脳にはまだ未知の部分が多いのよ。なぜたかが1000億個程度の神経細胞で構成された生体コンピューターが驚くべき性能を発揮できるのか。なぜ大量の情報を整理して記録し、かつ瞬時に利用できるのか。なぜ一見すると無関係の事象を組み合わせてひらめくなんてことができるのか。
Those were all pretty deep questions.
あげればいくらでもあるわ。他にも人間には容易に解けるのにコンピューターに解けない問題とかもあるしね。
そんな問題が？
In other words, computers aren't as all powerful as people think.
たくさんあるわよ。それらの問題を一つずつ解明していくのが私たちの研究だとも言えるわね。
いまいちイメージが湧かないな。
I
何
think
か
anyone would.
具体例を教えてもらえないか？
そうね。フレーム問題について説明してみましょうか。例え
Okay,
ば
good place to
桐生
start.
さんがロボットだとしましょう。
Moeka had been taking notes, but suddenly she jerked her up when her name was said.
私がロボット。
It's just a example,
正
hypothesis,
確に
one
は
might say.
ロボットに搭載された人工知能ね。桐生さん、テーブルを使いたいのだけどレコーダーを少しどかしてもらってもいいかしら。
By the way, we should probably check if the red light is on to see if it's actually recording, because if it isn't... Moeka moved the voice recorder from the table to the floor. Maho started to rummage through her bag as she did so.
確かこの中に。あ、これこれ。
She took out a small white box, small enough to fit inside her tiny hands. She opened it and extracted the contents. It was an Upa, the same thing Mayuri collected. Maho handed it to me, so I took it and touched it. It had the texture of an eraser.
昨日まゆりさんがくれたの。かわいいわよね。
So it was a gift from Mayuri. That explains everything. But was it really cute? I never quite understood what girls, particularly Mayuri, would find cute. I returned the Yupa to her. She put it back in the box, closed the lid, and put the box in the center of the table.
今から簡単な実験をしてみるわね。岡部さん、桐生さんに命令してその箱の中にあるウーパを取り出させてみて。
命令？
Something tells me that I think we know where she's going with this, but come to think of it, the analogy that Moeka Kiryu is a robot isn't entirely inaccurate, because if we recall, in the Alpha World line, she said that she would do anything for FB, even kill people, if she was so ordered.
そうよ。桐生さんという人工知能が正しく動作するようにプログラムを送信するわけ。
正しく動作するように。
命令はできるだけ簡潔でかつ厳密なものが望ましいわ。例えばこの部屋の中には箱がたくさんある。だけど他のどれでもなく テーブルの上に置かれたこの箱を開けるように指示しなきゃダメ。
In other words, simple yet specific commands.
送れる命令は文章だけ。指をさしてこの箱って示すのは反則よ。桐生さんは岡部さんに言われた命令をそのまま実行してみて。言われたことだけを可能な限り忠実に行うの。いいかしら。
Of course, with two human beings performing the experiment. This may not be.
わかった。
では実験開始。岡部さん、命令をどうぞ。
Of course, this could go entirely pear-shaped. I didn't quite get the point of all this, but I decided to just say the first thing that came into my mind.
テーブルの上にある真っ白な箱を開けて中にあるものを取り出してくれ。
桐生さん、今のが命令よ。テーブルの上にある真っ白な箱を開けて中にあるものを取り出してくれ。言われた通りに行動してみて。可能な限り忠実によ。
Moeka's gaze moved from me to the box on the table.
できない。
え、箱を開けるだけだろ。
I pointed to the box in the center of the table, uncertain as to what was going on. Moeka just looked back at me, clearly upset. Maho nodded, satisfied.
仕方がないのよ。ほら。
Maho picked the box up and showed me the other side.
なんだこれ。
デア・アルテ・ベルフェルト・ニヒト。
Something tells me I have an inkling as to what this is going to say. Or then again, maybe not. Der alte Wehrfeld nicht. I probably just butchered that pronunciation there. A phrase found in the letter written by theoretical physicist Albert Einstein to his good friend, theoretical physicist Max Born, in December of 1926. It translates to "God does not play dice." Einstein made great contributions to early quantum theory, but he was skeptical of the field's central idea that quanta behave in a probabilistic manner. This phrase was intended to express his disagreement with this idea, but more importantly, the fact that that phrase is written on the side of the box would run counter to the idea that this box is a pure white box.
神はサイコロを振らない。アインシュタインの言葉よ。これが書いてあったから桐生さんは箱を開けられなかったのよ。そうよね。
そう。
え、そうなのか。なんで。文字が書いてあることと命令に従えないことに何の関係があるんだ。
I think it's less to do than what the words mean than the fact that they were actually on the box.
真っ白じゃないから。
え？
桐生さん、あなたは正しいわ。岡部さんの命令は真っ白な箱を開けて中身を取り出せだったでしょ。でもこの箱は真っ白じゃない。文字が書いてあるもの。それで桐生さんは箱を開けられなかったの。
In other words, hand me your phone, Rintaro, because I called it.
人間と違ってコンピューターは与えられた命令を忠実に実行しすぎるのね。だから命令の設定は慎重にやらなきゃいけないの。
Indeed. A bunch of old style text-based games were designed this way. You had to be incredibly specific with how you programmed the commands. And even the old operating systems too, like DOS for example. Maho put the box back on the table. I couldn't see the letters from where I was.
もう一回だけやってみましょうか。
I believe we have the gist of your little
岡部さん、
experiment.
今のを踏まえて適切な命令を考えてみて。
That's still going to be a problem.
つまりさっきは真っ白なと余計な言葉を付け足してしまったからダメだったんだよな。
そういうこと。
But even so, there are still other complications.
だったらもっとシンプルにいこう。テーブルの上の箱を開けて中身を取り出してくれ。
桐生さん、今の岡部さんの命令に従ってみて。言葉の通りに忠実によ。
Once again, it looks like we'll run into a complication. Moeka turned her gaze once again from me to the box on the table.
できない。
今度は何が問題なんだ。
I wonder if Kiryu Moeka is secretly a computer and artificial intelligence herself. Moeka's brow wrinkled a little as she pointed at the box on the table.
これ箱じゃないから。
Well, I'll be darned.
え？
I knew there had to be a catch. Maho burst out laughing. As if she couldn't contain herself any longer. Yeah, don't know why it's decidedly lagging there for some reason. Her smile seemed more childlike than ever.
桐生さん、あなたは素晴らしい被験体だわ。こんなにうまくいくとは思わなかった。
Well, Moeka is incredibly observant. I had no idea what was going on.
どういうことなんだ？
In other words, when is a box not a box? Apparently it has something on the other side written in kanji. Maho turned the box around and explained the trick to me.
これは箱ではない。また書き足したのか？
この言葉が書いてあったから桐生さんはこれが箱であると断定できなかった。だから開けられなかった。 そうよね。
In other words, this experiment was a trick from the very beginning.
そう
And it seems that Moeka played her part perfectly.
いやいや表面に何が書いてあっても箱は箱だろう。
A human would make that distinction. Unfortunately, computers are incapable of making such distinctions. And even if you were to develop a truly functioning artificial intelligence, there are still differences in perception.
人工知能にはそれはわからないわ。箱というのがどういうものなのかを丁寧に教えてあげないといけないの。
It's like teaching a growing child about objects.
今回は気流ロボが箱とは何かを大まかには知っているという前提だったけど、この通りちょっと情報が揺れるだけで人工知能は期待した動作をしなくなるわけ。
In other words, the digital equivalent of the butterfly effect. A simple change can lead to a very complex and complicated
それに
outcome.
今はテーブルの上の箱はこれ1個しかないけど、もし箱そっくりの四角い石があったらそれと箱とを区別する命令も必要よね。箱の上に石が乗っていたらまずその石をどかす命令をしないと中身を取り出すことはできないわ。
In summary, a simple command is not so simple after all.
こんな風にあらゆる可能性を1個ずつ排除する必要があるの。
そんなのキリがないな。
In other words, it would take all eternity.
そうよ、キリがない。どんな条件が判断に影響するかわからないから思いつくものは全部命令に含めなきゃいけないのよ。
And even then, the butterfly effect will always ensure that something else will change, something that you could never predict. And even if you could, you'd never be able to fix
桐
it.
生さん、今日の朝食は何を食べたかしら？
For breakfast today. What was this about?
あんまん
あんまん以外に朝食の選択肢はあった？
肉まん
もし肉まんを選んでいたら桐生さんの行動は変わっていたかもしれないわよね。それも考慮に入れないと。あとはそうね、天気はどうかしら。今日は晴れているけどもし雨だったらそれも考慮に入れないと。それにこの部屋の温度と湿度、テーブルの色も重要よね。もちろん材質と床からの高さも測らなきゃ。
In other words, the complexities are too vast to ever be comprehended.
そこのカーテンは開いているけどこれが閉まっていたら？
Simple variables that can have complicated
あるいは
results.
半開きだった場合 75% 以上開いている場合を個別に検討しないと。カーテンの汚れ具合も関係するかもしれない。前にクリーニングに出したのはいつかしら。その時の料金や店員の態度だってパラメーターとして考慮する必要がある。
In other words, developing an artificial intelligence is similar, has very similar connections to the effects of D-mails and word lines and all sorts in terms of complexity. Too many factors you'd have to take into account. I had to stop her before she went any further.
いくらなんでも朝食や天気はテーブルの上の箱を取るかどうかに影響しないだろう。
Ah, but we know better, don't we, Rintaro Okabe? We know about the attractor fields, we know about word lines alpha and beta, we know about our experiments with the D-mails and the alpha word line, and time leaps.
カーテンが汚れてるかどうかなんてもっと無関係だ。だからその辺はあらかじめ条件から除外してもいいはずじゃないか。
Maho's eyes began to shine.
そうそれよ。
え？
岡部さんの言う通りよ。確かに朝食や天気は箱を開けるのに何の関係もないわ。
だったら
でもどうして岡部さんはそれがわかるの？
いや、そんなの普通に考えれば。
Seems like Rintaro is finally getting Maho's point. We had no reason to suspect that breakfast and the weather would have anything to do with the box. But a computer, let alone an artificial intelligence, would not be able to make those distinctions. Conversely, they would not be able to decide whether things are connected or not connected. And then finally I understood the point of this experiment. Maho nodded, satisfied.
そうよ。人工知能にはその普通というのがわからないのよ。
If what you're saying is true, then a genuine artificial intelligence would never be able to exist. Even though Amadeus is sophisticated than any other system, it could never be a genuine artificial intelligence.
なるほど。
Because such a thing would be existentially impossible.
これがフレーム問題よ。ある一つの命令を実行するのに人工知能は付随する無数の条件を加味しなきゃいけないの。
Though having said that, a human being collects a whole bunch of visual information and interprets them, but in a somewhat unconscious fashion. Trying to, if one could actually recreate that vagary in a computer system, then one could, in theory, create a genuine artificial intelligence.
その条件のうちほとんどは本来無視できるはずなのだけど、人工知能にはどれを無視していいのかがわからない。
I had to quickly turn off my microphone there before I sneezed into it again, but this is the main problem facing with Amadeus, and even Amadeus Kurusu said something along these very same lines.
そうなるとあらゆる事象を考慮しなければいけなくなる。
In other words, an artificial intelligence cannot forget.
でもあらゆる事象ってつまり無限ということよね。
So many variables.
無限に存在する条件を全て確認していたら永久に箱を拾い上げることはできない。箱を開けるという行為に朝食のメニューやテーブルの色が関係ないことは人間なら考えるまでもなくわかるわ。でも人工知能にはそれができない。問題を解決するために検討する範囲をどこまでに設定するか、その枠を人間なら簡単に作れるけど人工知能にはできないの。
In other words, until this problem can be solved, you're basically stuck, and there is a very likely possibility that that problem can never be solved.
枠、つまりフレームね。だからフレーム問題っていうの。
なるほど。面白いな。
That information would certainly make for an interesting article, to say the least.
でもどうして人間はその枠を決められるんだ？
それがさっぱりわからないの。人工知能研究60年に及ぶ謎の一つよ。アマデウスはフレーム問題を解明する研究でもあるの。 クリスを見ていると一見フレーム問題を解決しているように見える。
But in reality,
でもどうして彼女がそれを解決できているのかがわからない。それどころかクリス自身にも分かっていないのよ。
分かってないって。アマデウスは君が作ったんだろ？
仮説だったらいくらでもあるわよ。でも数学的には証明できていない。
even though the memories they are using for the Amadeus system are from human beings, Amadeus is still an artificial intelligence, still bound by the same rules and limitations of a computer system.
第一、私が作ったのは人間の脳が蓄えた記憶をデータとして抽出して脳と同じように駆動する人工知能メカニズムよ。
In other words, it's a mimicry, nothing more.
トータルでは脳の挙動をシミュレートしているけど、その全てを理解しているわけではないわ。地球と同じだけの質量を持った物体を作れば 1G の重力を発生させられる。だけど重力の発生メカニズムを解明したことにはならない。
You definitely raise a good point there.
そういえば分かりやすいかしら。
Even if you can do certain things, that still doesn't necessarily tell you how they work. Among other
全く分かりや
things,
すくはないが、言いたいことは分かった。人間のように動く人工知能はできた。けれど、それがなぜ人間のように動くのかはまだ分かってないわけだ。
that is one of the major mysteries surrounding the Amadeus system. But I believe this is going to be it for this particular episode of Let's Play Steins Gate Zero. And when we return, adventurers, we shall continue our little tete-a-tete interview. As always, until next we meet.